A special election day in Arkansas, voters deciding a variety of issues, including education, taxes, even safety. 5 News reporter Rachel Williams is live at a polling site in Washington County. There's still time for people to get out and cast their vote. Rachel?
Yeah, Darren, that's right. Polls don't close until 7:30. And here in Prairie Grove, I've been out here all afternoon, and you can definitely kind of see that there's a little bit of a crowd piling in and out, and they're just getting off work. So more people are still coming in to cast their ballot. But let's go ahead and take a look at those other issues going on in our area. At the top of the list, a big item for Sebastian County voters is a plan to change sales tax allocation in Fort Smith. The proposed ordinance would extend a sales tax through 2059 to fund sewer improvements and repay bonds. City leaders warn if it fails, higher sewer rates may follow. Fort Smith agreed in 2022 to cap sewer rate hikes at 3.5% annually through 2030. Over in Benton County, voters in Gentry are deciding on a proposed millage increase to support their growing school district. Back here in Washington County, Jennifer Price says voter turnout is low due to people not being aware of what exactly is on the ballot.
Sometimes you may not be aware of the election. If you don't have children in school, you may be associating this election with only having kids in school, so that type of thing. But we definitely encourage everyone, if you are a registered voter in one of these school districts, to get out and vote.
I think it's an opportunity to vote on special measures that have to do with the special election, and then obviously they want their candidates on the scoreboards and see some changes happening, or renew people that are currently on the board and see things continue.
A few minutes ago, Washington County Election Commissioner Jennifer Price told me that over 1,500 people have casted their ballot countywide, but that's still considered low voter turnout. So be sure to head out while you can. You got about a little over an hour left to cast your ballot and head out to the polls and vote. For now, I'm live in Washington County covering news where you live. Rachel Williams, 5 News.
All right, Rachel, thanks. You can find all of tonight's results as soon as they start coming into our newsroom with the free 5 News smartphone app. Also on our website at 5newsonline.com. No one was hurt after a car crashed into a gas station in Mulberry today. Happened this morning at the Liberty Food and Gas Station there on Highway 64. Mayor tells us the driver of the car told them they meant to hit the brake, instead though hit the gas. Gas station was open at the time, but everybody inside escaped without serious injuries. With the help of a grant, Lincoln Public Schools will be able to feed every student lunch every day, free of charge. 5 News reporter Kayla Davis spoke with the Lincoln High School ladies today about just how beneficial this new program is going to be for Lincoln parents.
At Lincoln Schools, no matter a student's situation at home,
we do not turn a kid away, no matter the amount of money that they owe. We're not going to let a kid go hungry.
But with that can come stress for parents as meals pile on their child's lunch account.
I have 3 children, 2 middle school and 1 high school. And to be honest, I can't afford to let them bring lunches, so they have to eat at school.
Jennifer Wetstein works in the cafeteria and is a Lincoln Schools mom. At $3.75 per meal.
It's a great amount of food for the cost, but it's still a cost on my family times 3. I probably would have had to put in at least $40 a week for them to eat.
Lincoln Public Schools already provides free breakfast, but next school year, lunch will be free too.
Lincoln's a poverty town. Like, a lot of kids are on SNAP or on Medicaid.
This is possible through the Federal Community Eligibility Provision Program. The district qualified based on the high number of students who receive free or reduced lunch. And parents like Wetstein couldn't be happier.
To know my kids are getting nutritionally healthy, sound meals at school to help them. Food is fuel. And without food in your body, your brain doesn't function. And so for my 3 kids I know they're going to get a healthy breakfast and I know they're going to get a healthy lunch is so wonderful as a parent.
In Lincoln, covering news where you live, Kayla Davis, 5 News.
Meanwhile, a group in Poto also working to make sure kids there have a lunch this summer. Cavanaugh Event Center in downtown Poto will be hosting a free summer lunch program. Lunches will be provided every Tuesday and Thursday once school is out with no sign-up or required ID.
I used to work at a dentist office in Fort Smith, and so I feel like I've seen a lot of what goes on, like kids going without what they need. I thought of this as a crazy idea. What if we offered free meals twice a week to anybody who was struggling?
Program will run all summer with plans to extend it if that need persists. An award-winning restaurant in Rogers reopening. Yayo's will start welcoming back guests next week. We caught up with their chef tonight, who says you can expect all the classic dishes along with new items on their menu when they open back up.
So we are now, in addition to the classics, you know, the burritos, the tacos, the enchiladas and moladas, we now have an array of seafood items.
The reopening is set for next Tuesday, by the way, and after that they'll be back open every day of the week but Monday. Some local students from the area set to take the stage at the Walton Arts Center tomorrow to show what they've learned this year in an after-school hip-hop program. They've spent the year learning all the elements of the genre, including music, dance, and fashion. Today, we were given access to their rehearsal for a preview of what audience members can expect.
I've seen a lot of growth as far as paying attention and using their skills to be creative, finding out what they like, taking their interests, and creating art within music. I think they've come a long way with that.
You can check out the show tomorrow night at Baum Walker Hall in the Walton Arts Center.